And the other one, she has to deal with her lover. She has to deal with trying to kill her lover. Both times, she can't bring herself to do it. And she can't bring herself to do it. And eventually, she does. Oh, she is a bit weird since, you know, since she did grow up in a bad future and everything, so she doesn't really know how to do anything else but fight. She's kind of like Vegeta in that sense. Doesn't really know how to do anything but fight, but unlike Vegeta, she at least tries. At least to have some fun and actually succeeds. And it's also kind of unhinted that she couldn't go back to the future since she just left somewhere to go somewhere else after the events of Awakening. Which actually brings me up to Smash Bros. Maybe she was walking around and got an invitation to Smash Bros. And like, let's see what this is about. Because she is fighting Captain Falcon in the FedEx Arena in her trailer. So, speaking of Smash Bros, I love how they actually made her capture her personality. And love that they actually gave her own character slot instead of making her a palette swap of Morph. Speaking of Morph, she's his descendant. And well, she disguised herself as him. And she disguised herself as him, and to bolster her hope, and people. And she fights the same as her father, Crom. Even wielding the same sword. Which brings me to the second reason I like her design. Oh, side note on Noel's design. I probably should have mentioned this on the Noel segment, but I like Noel's new design since Corner Phantasma. The old one was kind of too bland for me with the LOL uniform, but after she got her new outfit with the jacket on her shoulders and everything, that was detachable, the little cape-like jacket thing, and yeah, she's gotten a lot cooler. Anyway, now back to Lucina. I love Lucina's design and how it kind of barely changes except for one thing. The fact that she loses the mask and her hair is flowing. Because when she's gotten herself a Morph, she wears a mask. And has very short hair. And has very short hair. At least appears to. But once her mask is broken and her hair just flows. I love and how she's wearing an outfit that's very similar to Morph's actually. Well, at least for her outfit. She wears the cape and she has a little emblem of Naga, the divine dragon of the Fire Element world. In her left eye, which I found pretty cool actually. And how it's even captained in Smash Bros. Also, she's voiced by Laura Bailey. Also, the fact that she's voiced by Laura Bailey is a plus. It's because Laura Bailey is one of my favorite voice actresses. Second, her skill. She's a skilled swordsman. And the fact that she took on an entire army of Risen before trying to take on Greenwood before going back to the past. She's even able to give her father a run for his money. And Crom, she was even able to give Crom, her own father, mind you, a run for his money. Yeah, you think the father would be stronger than the daughter, but no. Especially since if you play the Children of Future Past as part of, that side quest, that side story thing about them going back to the future and stopping Grima there. And stopping Grima there. She's the one who ends up getting the exalted confusion. And I really love how she doesn't try to hide her insecurities, at least the ones that matter. Like when she tells Tiki that she's not sure if she's worthy of being lost descendant, since all she'll be known for as just an imposter, was his name will be, praised. Which is relatable insecurity, since she's basically trying to feels like she can't live up to and or surpass the guy she was trying to impersonate. I really like that. There's something very alluring about her voice, especially during her confession. Something very alluring about it. And she's got that whole attitude of, listen, I may be a good guy, but I ain't no saint. I will kill you if you mess with my friends. Like, she don't play around when it comes to her friends. One last thing I mention about Lucina is that I like the color blue, so her hair color, it immediately attracted me to her. Well, that and the fact that she's a pretty boss sort, and who's gotten some training in, and lots of training in, was able to take on taking on an army of reason. And it's a pretty good commander. And is a pretty noble person. And then genuinely wants to help people, and I really did identify with the plight of trying to prevent the bad future she was born in. Especially when I saw little Lucina. And that scene when Crom realizes that she's his daughter's, I was like, dude, this is real. Alright. One more thing about Lucina I really like. The fact that she's that she has a horrible sense of humor. But considering that her choice of a disguise was some swirly glasses, I'd say she has a great sense of humor. Anyway, now on to Rogue of the X-Men. I really liked her in the X-Men movies, because she was trying to get cured so she can touch a dude without inadvertently killing him. Because, as we all know by now, Rogue's power is that she absorbs any of the powers of any mutant just by skin contact. But if they're not a mutant, and that if it's a mutant, well, they end up in a coma. But if it's not a mutant, they potentially die. And in the movie, she really wanted to touch a dude without killing him. Which makes sense, because imagine the first person you kiss, you then set into a coma because you touched them. I'd certainly want to get cured of that. Now going on to the comics and the X-Men TV show, I really love that southern accent. Whoo! Gets me go. And in the comics, that outfit, whoo! Makes a man think about risking his own life just to get a piece of that southern empire. Okay, that sounded really bad, but you know what I mean. Like, that jumpsuit she wears kind of makes you have thought and thinking that, okay, maybe a permanent coma isn't so bad if I get to touch her at least once. Which kind of makes it jealous of Gambit, because he got the closest to her. Also, her powers are pretty cool, like being able to absorb the powers of mutants just from touching them. I mean, granted it's temporary, but unless your name is Carol Danvers, in that case it became permanent. In that case it became permanent. She even gained a 7th sense, which he rarely uses. And, well, she's actually a valuable member to the X-Men. And even then comes, I can relate to her plight that she can't really touch anybody because of her powers. She has to always wear gloves, which makes intimate moments, which would largely make any intimate moments difficult without the gloves. But how she doesn't let that affect her. Heck, she actually recently revealed her feelings for Deadpool of all people. Although, judging by how what's been going on with Deadpool and Secret Empire, I don't think that'll last long. I don't think that'll last long. Yeah. But still, she even kept freaking Wonder Man inside her body for more than a few years after Avengers vs. X-Men. And until that Kiss with Deadpool expelled Wonder Man out of her. Which I found like, whoa, I thought Wonder Man was... And that's a big surprise to any Wonder Man fans, because we all thought he was dead, essentially. And then all of a sudden, Rogue kisses Deadpool, and all of a sudden, bam, Wonder Man's back. Like, we all just look at Wonder Man like, bruh, we all thought you were dead. One last thing I need to about Rogue is that I love her design. I mean, that white streak that goes through her hair. And that goes straight through her hair. That's pretty sexy, actually. Then again, Rogue, in her entirety, is sexy. Alright, moving on to Jacko Valentine. She's fairly new to my favorites list. Mainly because I only bought Guilty Gear Revelator after we, right before we left for Aruba. The Saturday before we left for Aruba. The Saturday before what I mean is, because... Okay, I'm losing my train of thought here. Basically, the Saturday before I left for Aruba is when I got Guilty Gear Revelator. I had seen some Jacko gameplay. Yeah, I thought, okay, she looks interesting. But I didn't get the game until literally 2 weeks ago. Until literally the Saturday before I left for Aruba. But I gotta say, I really like her playstyle. Pretty cool, actually. She got a ball and chain on her leg. That she uses for attacking that can spit, and once it eats the opponent, it can spit them out in multiple directions, leading to massive setups for combos. She's overall a good mix of cute, sexy, and mysterious, all rolled into one. Yeah, I found her pretty cute and sexy at the same time. The cute voice is cute, and the mature voice is really sexy for some reason. And then that doesn't even into her role in the story. I really like her role in the story, the fact that she's half of Justice, aka Arya, Soul Bad Guy's love interest. Is who was thought to be dead, but turns out she's half of Arya's soul. And at the end of Revelator, she finally remerged with that soul, becoming a new Arya. Which I felt was a very good ending for Soul, because he'd been through so much crap regarding Arya, and the fact that he finally gets to be with her again is pretty sweet. Also, I just gotta say, Jacko's pretty funny. Again, don't really have that much to say on Jacko. That's all I really gotta say on Jacko there. I like her, she's pretty cute and sexy, and that's it. Anyway, and that's all for me today. Hey, alright. Hey, just make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the flip side. Peace.